Okay, Barco, I got signs. Cheyenne County Clinic, this is a pre-enrollment drug test on them. So, Deb's embroidery is the anniversary coach for Doug and Kelly. Venture, we purchased some hot mix material to put over the Keller Pond Bridge and then patch out on the River Road and also on Lone Ridge. So.
We bought some asphalt at Ventures there where we repaired some of the roads.
Yeah, the next page, we wound up on the Keller Pond Bridge out here. We had some seams that was breaking apart. It's a pre-stressed bridge, and we welded them, and then one seam, they actually built wrong because it doesn't match up, their side stagger. So we wound up putting hot mix over the top of it, and then chip sealed over
Did
it.
you figure any way to tie it back together?
No, not easy. No. So that's what Penco said, you'd be better off with a mat on top of it so it shares load equally. You add more dead load to it, but it'd be better this way, so. So that, yeah, that's what we, blading and mowing all month. Did some repair, like I said, on the Keller Pond Bridge. The next week we did some asphalt patch, and the next 2 weeks, I guess, 3 weeks. And then also, yesterday we did the sand seal on Road 15, Highway 36 to O, and then also the Keller Pond Road. We did run out of material. We're shooting it heavier than we estimated because it's such a rougher surface due to the millings. It's not like smooth like this, like a paved road out north. So next Thursday I'm going to, if the weather cooperates, we're probably going to try to do some more of it. So.
How did it look?
I think it looks okay, yeah. It's not as good as a chip, but it works all right, so. We're just a round gravel, so. But it should do the job fine for us, so. I got 2 estimates. We need to get this west window in at the landfill. We've asked 4 contractors, but we need to get rolling on this, I think, so.
Ain't got that window fixed yet.
No. And we haven't got the one north building, from that hailstorm, so.
Are you getting a whole new window or just,
What's that?
are you getting a new window or just glass?
We're getting a whole new window in this.
Well, that's good, because.
Frame and stuff was, yeah.
That ain't good.
Yep. And this would be a double insulated window.
I'd change them out.
I think he took in 22,000 last month, it said, just, mostly on millings and material like that, so.
Good.
Been a big month for him, so.
Any difference in the quality of materials that they're talking
I
about?
couldn't tell, just both of them was double insulated, and that's what we requested, and put back into there, because we only had that single pane before, and it was leaking air like mad.
Cold.
Yep, yep, so.
I move we accept the Merkland.
Okay, we have 2 bids. We have 2 bids for replacement of a west window at the landfill building. The first one was from Merkland Construction for $425.15. The second one for the same project is TJ's Improvements, and that bid come in at $697.83. We have a motion and a second to accept the Merkland Construction bid for $425.15. All those in favor? Aye.
Might not be as good a window, but we don't know.
Yeah, you were not in the
A
middle.
lot better than we got, I know that, so.
Yeah, they're even
Everything.
in there now, it broke out.
They were both vinyl windows, though.
The old one was, I think, aluminum one, single pane,
These were vinyls, both of them.
yeah, both of them vinyl that way. we got a request, if the city gets the exemption permit to bury the trash from the motel out here at the St. Francis dump,
The old dump,
the old dump, if we would dig it and cover it.
I think that would be our part in helping to clean up the community a little bit.
So,
What until they turn black.
and a contractor's gonna hopefully come in and tear it all down and haul it out there.
Well, from what I
They're gonna
have
tear
heard,
the whole building down. They wanna bury it out here.
that old hotel there on the highway, the old Empire, they're wanting,
Okay.
the city is wanting to demolish it and have it hauled to the old landfill up here and buried.
Basically what you did for Bird City.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Does Doug remember where the old pits was? Cause he was out.
pretty
there
good,
burying it.
yeah. We didn't hit anything last time, we'd probably go right beside this, so.
Well, I know he's about the only guy I know that know where that was at, cause he covered them.
Yep, so,
I've got no problem with that, but
okay,
I don't-
do you have a kind of a cost or
no,
a
no.
guess even?
Biggest problem, you just gotta dig it twice bigger than what you think, because you don't wanna get it about full and then find out you don't have
It's not
enough.
enough,
Yeah,
yeah.
so,
Has the state said anything about you couldn't or could, or?
about what?
Like the city's still getting approval to do it.
Yeah, they haven't got, they're working on getting that exemption permit, and if they do, they wanted to know if we would do that much for them.
And you're good with that?
I'm good with that. The time-consuming thing, which I don't want to get involved in, is every day they're hauling out is to be packing it all the time. But- So he's going to request the contractor do that. So we'll see how well it works out.
Okay.
Okay? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Dave. See if Derek might be around. Morning, DJ.
Morning.
They still working on this project.
Yeah, I met with the first of four contractors Tuesday, and he's starting to work on bids for Ducks Unlimited on the 6 properties we have for them to get started. So what this is I'm asking permission to send the payment to them out of the grant fund for the contribution money of the KDA Conservation District and the money from the Cheyenne County Wildlife that we've been holding, that they sent contribution letters to them, and this payment needs sent to them so they can be responsible for everything.
So the money's there, we just need it.
Yes, need to get it to them.
So-
But I need your permission to,
This is grant money.
no, this is contribution partnership money that we've been had in our account.
And we've gone ahead and done that check, but it can be held if you decide not to.
And the project's been working out good.
Yes. Yes, we have no liability or anything. They're working on contracts, and like I said, they have 4 contractors coming to meet with the respective landowners.
I guess the question, DJ, is, like Roger was alluding to, there isn't any county monies being used.
No.
This is all through grants and
No.
in kind, et cetera.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We just wanted to bring it to their attention that this is what this transfer is for, in case anyone were to see a $12,000
Yes,
transfer.
yes, there is $10,300 from the Kansas Department of Agriculture Conservation District, and there's $2,500 from the Cheyenne County Wildlife that needs to be sent to them.
Is there a motion to go ahead and approve this?
I so moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So yeah, let's
They're
get
gonna
that
be
to them.
covering 10 miles.
That's,
Got a long ways to go then.
oh, yes.
That's a lot of money for 10 miles.
There's a lot of trees out there,
Yeah,
10
that's what I
miles.
said. Trees in 10 miles.
10 miles is a long ways if he's cutting all them trees.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have,
Because this is the salt cedar Russian olive.
Yes, it's still
Getting
continuing.
into the trees you want to, there's a lot of trees that they can't take down. Or are not gonna tear down.
Okay, got anything else?
Yes, I am gonna have to meet with Leslie a little bit and talk about some correspondence letters for prairie dog control throughout our county. I have a potential this year of 1,500 acres to be baited. I've been contacted by 16 landowners for my department to bait them for them. I'm gonna have to ask permission to get the bids for another ATV baiter. 'Cause one baiter, one foiler, and that kind of acreage, I may not be able to get it all done. And then also get a bid for another pallet of bait.
And we've been dealing with frustrated landowners because they don't understand that when it comes to prairie dogs, there's only a certain period of time that they can be poisoned, and that begins October 1st.
Yes.
And so I've been coordinating with a colleague of mine in regards to letters and working with DJ pertaining to, okay, this is what our timeline is, and he's been getting the information from the landowners. And so we will be coordinating in regards to the initial letters that will be sent out. And as we have already discussed, DJ will be coming to the commission before any formal action on the part of the county is taken.
And we had talked about that,
Right.
so we're all on the same page there.
Right.
So there's a possibility after you send these letters out, the landowner may take some responsibility on his own and
Right.
Yes, I'm hoping.
cut these acreage down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have actually 10 confirmed people that absolutely want me to bait, and that is 689 acres altogether.
And what's the time frame? October?
October 1st through March 15th.
Okay.
And most areas take two applications. So I try to get it all started early, get it baited, and then wait closer into January, February to do the secondary baiting to give me time before the 15th.
Well,
Yeah.
it's something that's a part of our responsibility, so, yeah. Let's move forward with it. Start getting your bids for your bait and, kind of keep us informed of your responses from these letters. I'd be curious to see what people have to say.
So where are we on, how do we bill that? Is it so much an hour?
Yeah, it's $50 an hour for me and the machine. And then right now we're baited $2.10 a pound for what I have on hand.
And that's covering your costs.
That's covering our costs. There's no cost share for prairie dog baiting unless you choose to deem to change that. I'm not going to recommend it.
No, we're good. Yeah, let's get started.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Jeff.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
To follow along from the agenda, everybody's got my agenda. We're looking at the 2 plumbing repair invoices. Work on both is completed. That underground tunnel that goes under the kitchen, that's been done. It was a pretty messy job for them to have to do, but it's dry down there now, and it's the vault is supported, and the water doesn't leak anymore out of the dishwasher. That corner in the kitchen had been wet for a long time. Nice and dry now, and he's got to finish that up actually by putting tiles down for the $280 bid. The main work is done, but he's going to put tile down to replace the damaged tiles that have been taken off, which is about 8 or 9 tiles. Now the report of AC in the activities lounge, that AC was not working right. It's set at 74, the coldest it was getting was 77. And this is probably not a concern now because it is getting into the winter, but I had two HVAC guys give bids, and I'll get back to them probably and tell them it's on hold. This morning I checked it and it was set at 74 and it was at 74, so I don't know. Comfort Source had checked the unit outside and said it wasn't working. So anyway, I got a quote from Jared Sowers for a 5-ton condensing unit, and that installation was $3,995 part installation. Then I got a hold of Chad, what's his name, with CB Heating and Air Conditioning in Colby, and so he specified a 3-ton condenser, not a 5-ton, at a cost of $3,300. So that might be coming up in the spring.
Yeah, we're probably gonna put that on hold because we don't know what Suntorch is gonna do.
So it was getting too warm in there before, and we've got, some cubicles in there. Staff that are working in there were not comfortable. I think it's should be all right till spring.
Yeah. Just make sure that the new entity is aware of potential problem there.
And I don't know, does it need a 3-ton or does it need a 5-ton?
Probably not either. Depends on what kind of space you're trying to cool.
Yeah, well, the activities launch, the same space, but they got different recommendations, so. Moving along to the year-to-date financial report. So I sent Scott an updated report last night, because I was not aware that what the capital expenses had come to out of that 6 mills tranche. And so I'll just give the overview. It's mostly down in the lower right-hand corner. So I got the 1 mil amount, 48,605 times 6. It's 291,631. And if you go over to the right-hand side where it says 6 mills, it's the same figure, 291,631. Then I subtracted the capital expenses that were drawn out of there. So that left monies available for operational support, 277,146. So that's what we started at for December 2017. From that figure, I subtracted the first quarter's expenses, the 111,062, leaving a balance of 166,084. And for the second quarter, subtracted the 80,621 from the 166,000, left the 85,463 available for the next quarter. The third quarter expenses were 97,616, and so that exceeded the monies available by 12,153. So the society's going to have to pick up the 12,153. Then by my calculation, there was 85,463 left. The figure that Scott gave me, monies available, is 85,914. So we requested the amount that Scott said was available in the account, which was the 85,914. So I'm hoping there's a check available for that amount now. Would that be the case or
No,
not?
it is not the case. Leslie, there's been some issues brought to our attention this morning. Leslie's going to do some research, and she's going to make a few phone calls, and so we're going to table this until she can satisfy her needs and her concerns.
And I'm coordinating with you.
And she'll
Okay.
have this discussion with you afterwards, probably.
Okay.
So we all have some questions, and it'd be better if you and Leslie have the discussion.
Okay, when do you want to schedule that?
I can do it Monday morning at, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, it should work.
Okay.
You want to come to me or shall I come to your office?
Why don't you come here?
It's in the basement somewhere?
Yep, in
Here.
the basement in the corner.
Okay. That's all I had.
Oh, the bills though, for the plumbing issue,
Yeah.
are you asking that those be paid, or have they been paid, or what's
To my knowledge, they haven't been paid. I just approved them, but I gave the caveat on the $280 bill, the tile's not installed. So it's
But we
approved except for that.
We approved the bid prior for the repair,
for the 9,
yes.
and then now there's an additional 2?
I thought the approval was for both. Last time it came out, they were two separate.
That's the way I remember it also.
Yeah. So I would wait until the second one, the $280 repair is completed
Completed,
before you
yes.
approve and pay it.
That sounds appropriate.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Okay, do we have any other matters before the Board of Commission this morning?
Yeah, I need to call executive session, or ask for executive session.
Before you do that, when are they done? November 1?
November 1st.
So, now you're going to explain to me, because I don't really understand. The 6 mills, is that supposed to be for maintenance and operation? So why wouldn't we want to do this before they leave?
That's the reason we tabled it. We don't.
Well, another thing too is that would go towards the capital improvements. And so the amount that would be paid to Good Sam would be less if you go ahead and do this project, because they're wiping out the account.
That's what I'm saying. We need to do everything we can. I mean, for the maintenance of the building.
Well, and if we're giving them some more money, shouldn't we prorate that back to her?
We should get this fixed before we give them the money.
Well, yeah, but on the money that he's wanting, that was for a whole year's operation. If we're leaving in November, shouldn't we take some of that back?
Well, no,
Like a month of that? 'cause
those
I
are
think-
already expenses incurred.
Yeah. You're paying for something that's already happened.
Once they get all their money, then the expenses are on them, correct?
Well, theoretically, yeah.
Theoretically.
That's why he was talking
If we
about the
need a new air
$12,000
conditioner, we
difference.
need to get it now, not next year.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's not my decision.
Yeah, I don't know where to jump there, Roger.
Well, there's a reason he doesn't want to fix it, because it's another 3,000 in their pocket.
I think you're probably
There
right.
might be
And
a
when we
good
fix
point.
it next year, it comes out of the next year's 6 mil. And yes, we're into fall and we don't need an air conditioner like we did.
Let me see those bids again.
And it's just like that, he needs to have that tile done and paid for before November 1. Need to finish that project.
And is that already put into the capital on this accounting?
No, because nothing's been paid yet, so it's not.
Yeah.
Paid.
That's the issue. I mean, if they're coming in and they're gonna use up the rest of that 6 mil with this one payment, and we still have expenses hanging out there, that's gotta be paid first.
Well, the
And
theory
that's why you
sounds,
tabled it.
the theory sounds solid. I mean, do you want to go ahead and request we accept a bid and request we get going?
I truly think we ought to. It's a problem now, not next year.
It's their problem. All they really want to do is slide it onto the,
That's what it looks
The
like
next
to me.
guy, yeah, that's all we want to do.
say it.
Now, when it's a 3-ton or 5-ton, I have no idea.
Yeah, I could. But you got to trust your HVAC people. I mean, they're the ones that figure that out.
Can I see those for a second?
I personally wouldn't know the difference between a 3-ton and a 5-ton.
Well, 5 tons is gonna double your capacity versus a 3-ton. It depends on how many square feet you're trying to cool with that.
They're pretty much the same in price, or?
I don't know what we have up there now. Do we have a 3-ton or a 5-ton? I don't know.
38 versus 33, but one of them's at 5-ton, the other one's at 3-ton.
I'd say take the big one.
Is that talking
Yeah,
about
if Lowell,
connectivity?
they got one
That's
down,
pretty
they work, they work big.
small.
Yeah, that's big space.
Seems kind of small for a 3-ton.
Was the 5-ton from
Jared?
Jared? Well,
I don't want to cause problems, but
no,
I think if the air conditioner is not working while Good Sam is running the facility, then it needs to be fixed while Good Sam's there.
well, that was the reason that we kind of wanted to get that plumbing project done too.
Make the motion.
Yeah, make that motion.
See which one is the 5-ton.
Comfort Source.
I think that's Jared.
I move we accept the bid from Comfort Source for a total of $3,995. Is that correct? Total amount?
Unless the coil has to be replaced.
And it will.
And if the coil needs to be replaced, it'd be another, what, $1,965? I move we accept this bid.
Second.
Okay, all those in favor of accepting this bid from Comfort Source Plumbing, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that was a total installation cost of $3,995. With the condition that if the coil needs to be replaced also, that's an additional $1,965.
I guess you can let him know Monday.
Well, that, this payment that they're asking for now, should that be held until they're done?
We have no idea what
Managing-
might happen.
Until we find out all the bills are paid and all the repairs are done? I don't,
Well, and therein lies the problem that I need to discuss with Jeff on Monday. Okay, what expenses are you anticipating? Because if there are any repairs that need to be done to the building, then they need to get a list of those to us or to you so that we can anticipate those expenses before wiping out the account.
true. And it brings up another question. Medicare payments, personal payments, I'm sure Good Samaritan and Sun Porch has gotten together and decided when that's all going to occur. I'm assuming November 1. There's a lot of questions out there that just don't know. Okay, Scott had a request for,
I'm gonna say 30 minutes for executive session for non-elected personnel.
okay. Do I hear a motion to,
I move we go into executive session for 30 minutes. For
Are you
non-elected
making,
personnel.
excuse me, are you gonna make any decisions?
I
We don't know.
don't know.
Well, Karen, do you want me to say no and then something happens?
All right, I'll be back in 30 minutes.
Thank you.
I'm not staying here.
Take a cup of coffee.